This is going to be a kind of impromptu TNT. We had Miss Burke scheduled, and we're going to kind of switch her and make her next. She's going to go next quarter. So I kind of threw together something kind of fun. So I have a whole bunch of different tech tips to help engage maybe your more reluctant learners or students that maybe get a little bored in class or in the meets. So the first one that I have is classroom screen share. A lot of us use the Promethean board. So when I first saw this, I really didn't pay any attention to it whatsoever. I thought it was kind of redundant and I didn't need it. But when I was quarantined and wanted to have the same kind of manipulatives and tools that I had on my board on my home computer, this was perfect. So it actually even has, I kind of have an example of some different things, a screenshot of what I put on mine. Has a calendar, has some text, and you can even put links in there. There is a QR code. There are little like pictures that you can put up. Then we've got like the red light, green light, yellow light. There is a voice kind of like sound tracker. I don't know how well that works. I haven't used that in here, and I've got pretty small classes, so I would be more interested in using it in a big class that maybe gets a little bit noisier to see how well that works. But it's pretty cool. You can customize all of it. They've even got the animated backgrounds and stuff to kind of make it cool. Some of the people who had the new boards, when you go to the op side of the board, you're not able to do the animated backgrounds. I know I had like the koi fish pond, and people have tried to get that. If you have the new board, it won't let you do that. So this is kind of a workaround. Okay, so the next one, there was a TikTok by some teacher put out that went viral showing you how you could put all your tabs in one spot and then click that, and then it would throw them all up there. So this is like one step better. This is where as soon as you open your Chrome tab, they all get pulled up. So you don't have to click that extra button. So what you're going to do on that is you're going to open your Chrome setting. So that's over on the side. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then under the startup section, you're going to click on open a specific page, and then you can just keep on adding those pages. It'll automatically have, like Google, I think for the kids, they set it on Classroom, but you can go ahead and add those so that all your tabs get pulled up at once. And then I'll share this out too. Okay. This whole presentation. Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Okay, so I get really bored with all of the different like 8 templates they have on Google Slides. But I don't have the time to create my own, or do I really care to? I don't enjoy that whole side of being creative. So I go and steal them all. I use Slides Go a ton. This one is from Slides Go that I have now. Slides Carnival is another one, and Slides Mania. All you do is you find the one you like, you can click preview and then download it, and it downloads the whole entire slide. Then you can highlight the slides that you don't want to use and delete, but it gives you examples of different ones. So it's just a quick and easy way. Mentimeter is kind of cool. I don't know if you've ever used it or seen it before. So it makes word clouds. And it does it. There's a bunch of different word cloud sites. I think this one is a really easy one to use, though. The kids can go in and type in a word, and then it creates the cloud. And so the more times a word gets suggested or entered in, the bigger it becomes. So I will sometimes use this for like a main idea. What is the main idea of something? When I'm asking them an answer to something, when I want to know like a polling question where there's really no right answer, but the answer maybe, then they can kind of see what other people are doing, what other people are thinking. And it's a great way to kind of brainstorm and then also spark conversations between them. Okay, so this one is one that I just kind of heard about, and I haven't tried it out with the kids yet. It's online games that are already kind of done for you. So when we have to do online teaching, it gets kind of boring. And so a lot of times you want to do a fun little game at the end. These ones are already done for you, so you don't have to create anything. So when you go on here, they have one that they call Werewolf. And so it's I've not played that Among Us, but I think it's a little bit like that, where there's someone's a werewolf and they have to figure out the villagers. These aren't like super educational games. There's some card games on there. There are some little quiz games, but a lot of them are just kind of for fun, group games. So just a quick, easy way if you want to end class on a high note. Okay, Google Keep. If you look on the side of your Google, let's see, I think it's on Docs and your calendar, and I believe your Gmail, you will see a little tab on the side, and Google Keep is on there, and you can actually drag things over to that side. So if you want to make your own stickers, digital stickers, you can do that in drawings and then save them over there. If there's certain pictures that you use a lot, you can drag them over there. It'll stay so that you can like put a digital sticker on their worksheets. Or if there is a comment that you use a lot, you can drag it back and forth that way. It also has to-do lists. I kind of liked it for the to-do lists also. You can like check things off when you get them done. And that way, because it's Google, it is all web-based and can be available on any device. Teachermaid.com, it is a way of taking a boring worksheet and making it interactive. So it doesn't really change the worksheet, but it might give you drop-down menus. It's a little bit like Wiser Me, in that it just takes something that's kind of boring and really quickly can kind of jazz it up to make it more online friendly. And I have links on here too when I send this out. Anything on there with that line underneath that is a link. And so like I do have examples on there. So. This one is another just like fun way to make your meets a little bit more exciting. Little soundboard. So they have the crickets on there if nobody's talking. You do the cricket sound. And this one, I looked at a lot of different soundboards. I felt like this zoomboard.net was the easiest one to use. This is literally what it pulls up, and that's all the choices you have. You click on it or you hit that letter and it makes that sound. In the other ones, you had to do downloads or you had to pay or there was too many options. This is just super quick and easy to pull up and use. They've got laugh, they've got the thinking like the Jeopardy music. I have no idea what Falcon Punch is, so I probably wouldn't use that one. Not sure if that's a meme or something. There's an air horn, there's cheering, loud cheering, small cheering. And then they've got the dad joke, like da-da-da. Flippity, if you have not used Flippity, I definitely suggest going on there. This is a list of all the stuff they have on there. It's created by just a teacher. He's not trying to make any money whatsoever. And so he does it kind of on his own time. When you pull it up, it might not look super pretty, but that's just because he's just doing this on his own. There are all of these different things. A lot of them use Google Forms or Google Sheets to import into these different games and questions and stuff. But what's really nice is they have tutorials. And so he'll walk you through how to do it. Some of them are a little bit confusing, but I mean, I've been able to do it. And then I will also create links to like the name picker and stuff. And so we'll just pull that up in class and I'll have all of the names already on there. They're all saved. It'll just give you like a web address to it. Yeah, there's lots of different ones on there. It has a word cloud also. I just kind of like the other one, the snowman, which is basically hangman. Okay, and here are my favorite Google extensions. So the web paint extension, again, this is not one that I probably would use at school, but at home when I do not have access to Active Inspire and I can't throw my Active Inspire like up on top of a live web page when I'm at home, this is what I would use. Basically, this gives you the ability to draw or type or color, highlight something on a live web page. That was something that I didn't realize that I wanted to do when I was at home. And so I was having to put stuff into Jamboard and then draw on top of it, but I would have to load everything into Jamboard. So just having this extension, I'm sure there's other ways of doing it too. It's just super easy to click on that extension up at the top. I found this one last night and it was my new favorite. I mean, the name, you probably won't use it. Magic Rainbow Unicorn. It takes any text and makes it magical and rainbow. And it's so easy. All you do is highlight it and click on the add-on extension. And the little button even says, make magic happen or something. Then turns it rainbow. I know, right? Picture-in-picture extension. If you are having to multitask and maybe preview something on YouTube while doing something else, this just is literally like how the old TVs were, where it pulls picture-in-picture down at the bottom. And it does it with YouTube. So it's quick, it's easy. All you do is you hit that extension and it pulls it right down for you. Moat is really nice when giving feedback on any Google assignment. It will end up putting this little M onto anything that Moat will work on in Google. So in Google Classroom, whenever it gives like a comment section, you can actually click on that and then you just speak into your computer and it gives the kids extensions so they can hear your feedback with your voice, which I think when you're doing online teaching, they need that verbal feedback. They need to be able to hear your voice. And sometimes I feel like I will give more feedback if I don't have to type all out. So that one is a cool, easy one. And for a lot of my students who maybe have some difficulty with reading, then they still are able to get all the feedback. This is just extension to be able to record your voice. This morning I was getting ready to do our Christmas Carol play and we were going to listen to it on audio. The audio wasn't working, so I was about ready to pull this up and just read it myself. Luckily, got it to work. So again, we have other ones to use, but this is just quick, easy extension. Confetti Cannon. If you haven't seen your students using this, or me, it's so much fun. My son, even last night when I was making this, he came over to the computer, was like, hold on, Mom. And then like clicked it. He's like, you're doing a good job. He gave me the confetti. It's really fun to watch kids on Vision. They will all of a sudden hit the confetti cannon while they're doing iReady. You know, they're having little celebrations. Yeah. Okay, and then just a few little extra things. I've got a couple. This is a website, has cheap teacher supplies, free shipping. Most of it is free shipping if you spend $25. I had just randomly heard about it. I haven't ordered anything from there yet, but I looked on there and they've got like stickers for $1 or just other random stuff. It's really reasonably priced, and if it'll ship straight to me at this point in time, I'm all for it. Novel Effect app. This is like an app for your phone that you would have using while you're reading a book. There is a yearly subscription, but here were a couple of the free titles. And so what it is it gives you like a soundtrack while you're reading something. So it'll play like music or sound effects, which they showed it on a children's book. And so it was like a picture book, an elementary teacher reading. And so like when a door slams, you could hear a door slam sound effect. So it's kind of cool. The only problem is the cost. Okay, these are a couple people that I follow. If you don't follow them, they're great people to follow. You can find a ton of information on social media. That's where I get most of my ideas from. I try and multitask, and whenever I have any downtime, I will just try and check one of these different apps and see what I can find. And that's it. So, I know I went through that super, super fast. I just wanted to make sure that you were able to see all of the cool things. If you have questions about any of them, feel free to ask me, let me know. I'm happy to do any kind of Google Meet with you or show you how I use them. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, just let me know.